My energy mixes with the energy.
And good day, no matter where you are and what part of the world that you are in. I hope that you are having a good day. Nickie Brown here to do another general energy reading. Alright, Divine Spirit, energy and love and light. Please bring the energy and love and light into this space. Woo. They ready. They jumping out. Like a fish out of water, my goodness. They were ready today. I am using my Modern Witch Tarot cards this time. Those first two was ready, like a fish out of water. You just jumped out. All right, Spirit, let me have one more card, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so the Hangman. All right. So now, I do actually have these study cards. So now for the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune, we are going to read off of those cards today. Okay, here's the Hangman. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So, the Eight of Wands is going to be in here. Well, it's probably not going to be exactly the Eight of Wands. No, this just kind of tells you what wands are. Your wands are your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy, the power of inspiration, creativity, strength, and ambition. A wand can hold fire, and if you look at the card, there's smoke coming from the wands. The keywords are original thought. It deals with life choices, so it's something you need to decide on. Spiritual matters. They can also be called batons, rods, or staves. They correspond to clubs in the playing cards. So if you're using playing cards to do tarot, this would be it would be clubs. And it relates to the artisan class. So if you're creative and you make things, this is related to you. Again, it's the element of fire, which is your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs. Sign of creativity. So again, if you're an artisan and you create things, and it is a minor arcana card. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper. This book is from this deck, the African Tarot deck. So I'm just going to read from there today. Like I said before, I am new to tarot, so I don't know. I can look at the pictures and tell you what they mean to me. But I do like to read as well, just to get clarification. So the 8 signifies steady and positive growth after struggling with the 7. It indicates renewed energy and drive. So you're supposed to be creative here. You're supposed to use your ambition and your drive to motivate you to get to your next step or your next level. Let's see. Bear with me here. Like I was saying before, I do have gifts, and I'm not accustomed to using my gifts, so the cards are just assisting me with being more comfortable. But usually when something comes to me, I just tell the person. Of course, well, I shouldn't say of course. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm just telling them, like giving them advice, whereas really it was something that I was divinely guided to tell them. But a lot of times I don't say that because, again, people have their different feelings about people with gifts. Not that it matters, because I'm starting to get over it again, which is one of the reasons I'm using the cards. So in general, the Eight of Wands represents hastiness, speed, and so you do see the motorcycler. And that's not a cruiser, that's more of a speed racer. So your Ducati. So your person is on a Ducati, making hasty decisions, speeding, rushing, and progress. So it can also mean progress, movement, and action. But you just don't want to be too hasty about it. So it is good if you're moving in a forward direction, but just not too fast. And it looks like these wands are going pretty fast. Okay, they're going so fast there's smoke coming off of them. It is a minor arcana card of sudden action, excitement, exciting times, travel, freedom, holidays, and holiday romances. Whatever you turn your hand to at the moment will take off at great speed and gain momentum. So whatever creative projects you're having, you're going to get a lot of attention. You're going to have a lot of customers. You're going to have a lot of clients. You're going to have people asking you about it, stopping you, saying, "Ooh, I want. Can you do this for me?" Or "Do you do this?" Or, So this is a good card, as long as you're not too hasty about it. You will be feeling positive and energetic. So again, this is good energy. You will be thinking on your feet. So you'll be thinking really quickly. Things are just going to come to you. Those ideas, you're going to have $1 million idea right at your fingertips. You will be feeling positive and energetic. You will be thinking on your feet, seeing results, and finding solutions. Your hard work will be paying off. So if you're a business owner like me and you've been doing it, I've been doing my business since 2015. So now is our time to shine. Okay, it's really going to take off now, and clients are going to come, customers are going to come, and everything that you've been working towards, whether it be on a social media site, building an Instagram, Etsy, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you've been working on is going to come to fruition right now. So give thanks. Your hard work will be paying off, and you will be ahead of the game. The Eight of Wands also represents infatuation, obsession, and getting carried away or being swept off your feet. So don't let no trickster come and sweep you off your feet. But if you feel like there's somebody you can divinely connect with, then it's time for you to have that love life too. Okay? So this is a great card, y'all. Now this time we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. And so let's see. It is ruled by the planet Jupiter. Oh, and I didn't show you the other. Well, I didn't do one for the Eight of Wands. That's right. So I'm going to show you this. It is ruled by the planet Jupiter. This is the sign of Sagittarius. The power of optimism. And Sagittarians are very optimistic and go-getters. Just like your Capricorns, your Virgos, your Aquarians. We're typically Tauruses. We're typically your workaholics and your go-getters of the zodiac. So all your earth signs for the most part. Your Capricorn, your Taurus, and your what's them other people? I'm sorry, y'all. Capricorn, Taurus. Why can't I think of them right now? Virgo. I said it before. I don't know why my mind just went completely blank. But usually your Virgo, your Taurus, and your Capricorn, those are usually all the earth signs are usually workaholics. Of course, there are some exceptions because it is based on how you were raised as well. But for the most part, these are all your go-getters. But you also have the Sagittarius, the Aquarius, that fire and that air. They're also go-getters and, sometimes can be workaholic. Not so much the Sagittarius, but the Aquarius is definitely a workaholic. Again, there can be exceptions. It's a card of destiny, fortune, changes, luck, growth, and opportunities when it's in the upright. But it does represent a turning point because remember, what goes up must come down. So, when you first get on the wheel, the Ferris wheel, you're at the bottom. And then slowly you make your way up and up and up and up. And then you're sitting at the top. And you're waiting for someone else to get on at the bottom. So someone had to get off for another set of people to get on. So there's constantly turning, evolving. So it's a card of fate. Again, it's the turning point. It's represented by the 9th house of world philosophy. Okay, and the element is fire. So let's see. In the reverse, though, and I was just on it. All right. In the reverse, this tarot card still indicates change, but this change is likely to be negative or unwelcome. The reverse Wheel of Fortune is a strong indicator that there is a challenging time ahead and that the change coming may be difficult to adjust to. It can represent that things had been going well and have suddenly and quite unexpectedly falling apart. So if things weren't going so good for you, if things were going good for you, they may start to turn around for you now. This could be you or this could be somebody else around you. Because this card is telling us we do have good things coming as long as we stay focused on the creative gifts that we have. So this, again, may be happening to someone around you. The sudden deterioration can leave you feeling powerless, out of control, and as if external forces are working against you. So what kind of karma were you creating? Were you creating good karma or not so good karma? Because that's going to determine what this means for you. Is your meaning supposed to be in the upright? Maybe I was supposed to turn it upright. But maybe for some people, the things that you've reaped, you will start to sow. Whatever it is, in this case, while there may be some outside factors, the current situation is more likely a result of decisions you made. Also, remember, too, we're still in Mercury retrograde until October 18th, and today's only the 12th. So we still have 6 more days to go through Mercury retrograde. So something may be going on within the next few days. Let's see. Because the fire is days, weeks, and months. Because air is faster. It could be days, but it could be right now, or it could be more immediate. So this could be sooner or later. However, you will need to take control of your situation and ownership of your choices in order to learn from the situation. So there's something you need to learn from. Although things may be tough with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, there is a big opportunity for you to learn karmic lessons here, and that will help you move on to brighter and better future. Seize the opportunity and don't resist change. These ups and downs are part of life, and we often learn more from hardships than we do from good fortune. So you may be still going through some hardships, but again, use your creativity, your ambition, and your determination, and whatever comes to you. So let's say you do grow a business, right? Your business does grow, and then you have family members coming around and they're trying to sabotage you or slander your name, or they just don't want to see you do well, because a lot of people are experiencing that same thing right now. Everybody's family and friends aren't happy for them. So if that's the case for you, that may be what you have to experience. okay? There may be, once you grow, your creativity, you're getting all this attention, you may have some haters around you. And they're not going to like that you're growing and getting all this attention, because they're not growing and getting the same attention because they haven't put the work in. But you've already started putting the work in. So, if that's the situation and people, try to drain your energy or bring you back down to their level, or so they think, you just have to resist it and learn from it. Like I said in the reading yesterday, we should be in hermit mode. So we probably need to distance ourselves or cut ourselves off from some of these connections that we have, that we think that these people are, oh, that's my so-and-so, or I've known this person for such and such. Maybe that's the lesson you need to learn, that really doesn't matter. People can smile in your face and still have ill intentions for you. So just be careful. And then we have the Hangman, okay? This is the power of compassion. It is the Pisces sign. So that's, emotions. Those are your cups. And water signs do tend to be more emotional, or in this case, compassionate. Let's see. Now, too, this is just, he's hanging upside down, but he's looking at life in a different perspective, right? And there's that sunlight. So that's, your third eye opening, you having great ideas or something along those lines. And everybody interprets the cards differently. I'm showing you, when I look at this card, that's what I see. Looking at the world from a different perspective, with the sun or some great ideas, or that pineal gland being activated, or the third eye. Pineal gland and third eye is the same thing. Your intuition, basically. So you're using your intuition to look at things from a different perspective. And that's why you're hanging upside down. According to this, the Hangman Tarot card indicates that you are in a situation that you are not happy with. So again, it may be a relationship. It may be one of your relatives, a friend. It could be a job. It could be a business deal. If you signed any contracts during Mercury retrograde, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to work out or last. If you started a relationship during Mercury retrograde, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out or last. So that might be what this is about right now. You may be feeling like you're stuck in a rut or trapped in a situation or frame of mind that is making you happy, but you have the power to release yourself. So, those limiting beliefs, and, a negative mindset, we need to continue to work on those things. This may involve walking away from the situation or simply changing your perspective on it. So, again, looking at it from a different perspective. Either you need to leave the situation and go into hermit mode, or you need to just look at it differently. Now, that's not always easy. There's some people who, somebody can cuss them out and they just say, oh, you know what, that person was having a bad day today. I'm going to give them grace and excuse them, because I know that they're going through something. But then there are some people who are going to say, oh, who does that person think they are? They may yell at the person or cuss at the person. And then you'll have even other people who, they'll get highly offended. They won't say anything, but they'll secretly, quote unquote secretly, because usually people know what you're doing, but they'll secretly seek revenge as if the person did it intentionally to hurt them. And sometimes that's not the case. Usually it's the first person who's right. I'm going to give that person grace because they were going through something. But again, that's not easy for everybody to do. I know it's not easy for me to do because I'm very sensitive and my feelings get hurt. So once my feelings get hurt, I don't want to be bothered with you at all. I don't care who it is. But again, that's just me. Not that I don't give them grace. I give them grace, and I say that person was probably going through something, but they won't have a chance to go through it on my expense again. Hurting my damn feelings. The whole hangman may signify that you are facing a dilemma and that you are unsure of the path to take. You may feel that things are not turning out the way you planned. In this major arcana card appearing in your tarot spread, you need to step outside yourself and look at your situation from a different angle. Again, that's why it's upside down. Give yourself time to just relax. So you don't have to make a decision right away. Even let's say if you were offered a job, a promotion at your job, and you're not sure because you don't know, because I know I have a cousin, he's like, I don't think I want to be a supervisor or a manager because I don't want to have to deal with people's attitudes. But I'll tell him all the time, but don't just shut it down and say you don't want it. I say think about it. Just take some time and think about it. You know, you won't have to work as hard because right now you're working 2 jobs. So maybe, maybe it's a small sacrifice for you just being able to work the 1 job and be able to be at home more and relax your body because we're getting older. So, but everybody makes their decisions based on what makes sense to them. So you have to let them do it. And then sometimes you have to remember, sometimes people don't want your advice. And sometimes they'll rebel against it just because you said they should do something like that. And I'm not saying that he's doing that. I'm just saying that that's what sometimes people do. But give yourself time to just relax. Stop trying to control things. A lot of people are control freaks. And just let it be. The correct course of action will be clear to you in time. I don't like to make decisions, or especially major decisions, during a Mercury retrograde. And again, we have until the 18th, and then there's the post-retrograde period that lasts up to two weeks. So I would say don't make any decisions until like November 1st, or somewhere about. So let's see. Let's look at the calendar. Yep, that's exactly the 1st. So November 1st is basically you'll be out of the clear. So here's October 18th, and that's November 1st, when Mercury will be out of retrograde and things will be back to normal, whatever normal is these days. Okay. So according to a study guide, the Hangman is self-sacrifice, transcendence, dreams, enlightenment, imagination, and visions. So pay attention to your intuition and your dreams. Like I said yesterday, you should have, and I always keep mine next to my bed. I have a little stool next to my bed. I keep my journal and a pen there at night. So when I wake up, before my feet touch the floor and before I even drink my water, I write down whatever I dreamed about. And these could be lucid dreams, because sometimes you're just falling asleep and you'll have a vision or a dream. So if it's a vision or if it's an actual dream, you should be writing those down. This is to give you perspective. Again, we're upside down for a reason. Look at it from a different perspective. And this is for me too. Because again, I don't have the easiest time saying, oh, that person is probably just going through something. It's like, no, I've been hurt too many times in the past. I'm sick of this shit. Get the fuck away from me. That's more of me. And I will speak. I'll smile and say hello. But I don't want to be bothered. You can't get close to me. Voluntary suspension. Again, being upside down, which is good for your circulation too, by the way. The Hangman is ready to surrender and let go. So I think it's time to let it go. Do 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 do. So it might be time to let something go. Again, whether it's how you feel about it or the actual thing itself. So if you can't leave your job right now, let's just say, for example, if it's your job. If you can't leave your job right now, then you need to look at it from a different perspective. I'm going to use this money to help me be more creative. So I'm going to start buying the tools that I need to be creative so that I can have the business that I want, so that I can get out of the job. So you can use it as a stepping stone. So if that needs to be your perspective, if you need to change your perspective, okay, this is just a stepping stone. You don't even have to say it's a job. I'm going to my stepping stone. You know, however you need to make yourself look at it. If it's a relationship and somebody toxic, they're constantly abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, or physically abusive. And you're sitting there saying, oh, well, maybe this person will change, or you've been giving them the benefit of the doubt the whole time. Oh, well, they just been going through something, or oh, they just had a horrible childhood, or oh, but he got a good job, or she got a good job, or oh, but this person is a lawyer. Oh, it doesn't matter if they drink, or, you know, we make excuses for people. So maybe it's time for you to stop making excuses. Whatever the situation is, you either need to change the way you look at it, or you maybe need to go get away from that situation. So if it's something that you can deal with, then deal with it. But if it's something that you can't deal with, then it's time to make a decision. This card is in the 12th house of dreams and secrets. And if you had a question, a yes or no question, this card would be a maybe. So maybe you should and maybe you shouldn't. Again, you have to take some time to stop and think from a different perspective and see, is this, you know, is this right for me or is it not right for me? Is what I'm thinking true about this person, place, or thing, or is it not true about this person, place, or thing? And this is the element of water. Again, emotions. So don't be in your feelings. You need to stop and think logically. Use your intuition. Use the power of your mind and not your emotions. Get ready to change your thinking. So most of us need to do that. Change your mind, change your life. A lot of us need to change how we think or look at certain things, because the way that we look at them might not necessarily be the right way. So how are you looking at that situation? Again, are you using your position, your career as a stepping stone? So your parents forced you to become an attorney and you hate being an attorney. And you've always wanted a bakery or a dog grooming business or a dog walking service. I don't know. So you decide, okay, I'm going to take 6 months to a year and I'm going to write out a strategy and I'm going to transition from being a doctor, attorney, whatever, to opening up my dog grooming service. Now is the time to change the way you think. And don't let other people dictate how you should think or what you should do. All right, y'all? We can pull... I'm going to pull one of the Black Goddess Within Oracle deck cards. Holy water. Every time I look at this deck, I always sing that. Because... Mami Wata is in here. Wata, W-A-T-A. Okay, so let's go ahead. There's only a few of these. Can't remember if I bought these or if they were a gift with one of the tarot decks I purchased. Okay. So let's see which card we get today. One card so we can close out this overall general energy reading. Oh, there we go. And that is the Threshold card. And for those of you who don't know, the word threshold is another word for door. Just in case you weren't aware of that, okay? And that threshold is in Zimbabwe. Debele. Zimbabwe. Okay, and it says, our life's journeys are composed of thresholds and the spaces between them. Remember that everything gets different on the other side of a threshold, be they emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, or philosophical. Step purposefully across the threshold into a vibrant life of your design. Be empowered to break free from the stuck places. So as long as you use your creative powers and abilities or gifts, the wheel of fortune will eventually be in your favor. Just think about it. Write your strategy. You should be in hermit mode. And so all of this should be making sense to you right now, because it all kind of goes in line with the other readings we've had. I guess my readings are maybe coming out of just a little bit slow. But there is good fortune coming as long as you stay focused. When you cross on that other side of the threshold, if there were people, places, or things that you needed to leave behind, you need to make peace with them and look at it from a different perspective. Don't look at it as, oh, I left this person behind. Oh, I thought that was my friend. Oh, I thought, we were going to do this together. It wasn't meant for those people to go on your journey. It wasn't meant for you to stay in that place. It might be meant for you to move to another city or state. I said this yesterday or the day before. So again, change the way you look at it. Don't look at it as, oh, I'm leaving home. Think of it as, oh, I have great opportunities waiting for me on the other side of that door, on the other side of that threshold. So when I'm ready, hell, some of you may even be actually going to Zimbabwe to visit. Or another African country. Or another continent. I don't know. But overall, this was a pretty good reading. There's some good things coming. We just have to maybe get rid of some of those people, places, or things. Look at it from a different perspective so that we can grow and cross over to that other side of the threshold. Because once you get over to the other side of it, oh my goodness, it's going to be all right, y'all. Let's see. Oh man, I've been in a lot of pain today. I had an anxiety attack this morning. That's how bad the pain got. When the pain gets really bad, I have an anxiety attack. But I put some ice on it, and I took some ibuprofen, so that kind of made it less painful. But that was officially your Nickie Brown experience for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.